Welcome to the Stellar Show, Fayette County TV, Channel 77Q, calling Breeze Live. Myself, Ken Philibum. Stellar's Collectible Shop inside the Uniontown Mall, owner Victor Malik. And don't let me forget the real star of all this, Fayette Friends of Animal alum, the Duke. We are back here. It's Conference Championship week, but before we get into any of that, I wish I would have seen more Mike Kelly Toyota vehicles on the way here because I know they move better than the ones that I saw. That said, Mike Kelly Toyota of Uniontown, where it's about trust. With a wide range of automotives to choose from, we make your car buying experience enjoyable. Come see why generations have chosen us for their automotive needs. As always, thank you, Mike Kelly. And what do you got, sir?
This is Snowmageddon weekend. Everybody's talking the end of the world. You're familiar with the Walmart world.
Target, Lowe's, whatever. Yeah.
From what I heard, it was mayhem. It was Christmas week shopping for milk, eggs, and bread. For God's sake, I have no idea why people need French toast to ride out a 2-inch snowstorm. But they do, and that's the elixir. So everybody run out and get milk, eggs, and bread. There's a shot to all local grocery stores and the Walmart world.
Yeah, and you know what? If we are snowed in, you know what? Go on Fayette County TV YouTube page and pull up, get caught up on us if you're behind, or have a marathon or marathon, as they used to call it back in the day.
And on the marathon theory, when all of you guys have all this stuff for the end of the world, keep in mind that my GMC Sierra Denali is parked and ready to go when you get so lazy and so scared that you're still going to order a pizza on Sunday night. My charge is $50. I'll deliver you that pizza because with the snow, you won't want to cook. So let me know.
We might be talking, but speaking of... speaking of talking, everyone's talking about the conference championships. You just want to jump into those?
Do you want to discuss what happened prior to them, or do you just want to go straight to New England?
Good thinking there, sir. Let's talk about what happened prior. How about Buffalo, the Bills? So I was at Chuck E. Cheese. No, take that back. That was Sunday. I went to Chuck E. Cheese. Oh no, Saturday night I was up at the Fire and Ice Festival in Somerset, which is a great time. Go check that thing out if you ever get a chance. First class, just that was a better time than whatever nonsense that went on in that what was it, Bills and Broncos game. What was your take as someone that actually watched it?
I watched the game. It's painful to come to the conclusion that when people say the NFL is a copycat league, it can't be more prevalent with this coaching nonsense. What more does Sean McDermott have to do to keep the job as a coach? It's really not his fault that Buffalo again collapsed. Something's wrong in the water in Lake Erie. Is Josh Allen now the new Jim Kelly?
No, because Jim Kelly at least got to a Super Bowl 4 times.
That's painful to say, but it's true. What do you do if you're Buffalo? Why would you fire McDermott without a plan? Well, in the same way the Steelers got rid of Tomlin, in the same way,
Tomlin stepped down. So, in all fairness,
no plans. None of these guys have plans, and right now, who are going to be these coaches?
And I'll give you that. Like maybe Tomlin should have given them a heads up,
or maybe you should have had somebody in mind before you let any of these things happen. Yeah. Because right now you're just grasping at straws. Oh wait, didn't that guy at Penn State do the same thing?
Yeah. Well,
this is kind of the same nonsense. Yeah. You just get hyper charged over a loss and fire the coach with no plan.
Well, I mean, I do defend that decision, but it was just the execution after Penn State that I'll mock to
the end of time.
Yeah, but as far as McDermott, where were you at with the officiating? It seems like there was a lot of questions.
Officiating's always terrible. Those calls,
and you got to play through it, I guess.
I would be more happy right now to go back to the old system from the dinosaur age where you just lived with a call. Houston lived with the Mike Renfro call. Yes. A lot of these games, we've said this before a ton of times, you lose so much momentum with these timeouts. I realize the NFL absolutely licks up all this free advertisement with the replays and things like that. But the games, Buffalo probably wins the game without that nonsense.
Well, and I'm glad you said
Buffalo was the better team.
From what I've seen, just clips of the irony of losing your starting quarterback to, but you know what?
Vince Ferragamo came in using the same season. Yep. I don't know why we're going to continue to roll back to 1979, but Vince Ferragamo played a pretty good game against the Steelers in '79 after Pat Hayden was hurt. So there is history for this.
Did you see who's starting for the Broncos Sunday?
Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah, remember we wiped his name off of a helmet.
That wasn't the smartest move we made at this point.
Yeah, at the time it was.
Yeah, we did that on the show, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, right. I thought the irony of that whole situation was great.
So who do you like in the game coming up? Let's go there.
You know what? While I figure mine out, you go ahead. You got first dibs.
I'm going to take the. I really have no idea who to pick in this game.
Well,
I really don't, because when you look at this game on paper, everything gives you the belief that the Patriots are going to win this game. I just don't see the Patriots beating Denver in Denver, and 4.5 just isn't enough.
So on my end, honestly,
so I'm struggling with it.
I don't care about either game or any of these teams. And if we don't get a foot of snow, I'm taking some of my nieces and nephews to Chuck E. Cheese.
Nice.
So that being said, heads Patriots, tails Broncos. So it's heads Patriots.
You're taking the Patriots. I, in turn, will take Denver then at home with 4.5.
I'm flipping for the next one, so you got first dibs again.
The Rams in Seattle, that was one of the greatest games I've ever seen.
I'm going over. I'm taking the over. That's
in the
too
Denver-New England game?
Yeah, that's too low.
The fun part of this is both of these games are going to be played on clear, no-snow fields, because this storm, as everyone knows, is an East Coast storm.
Yeah.
So weather's not going to be a factor in either of these games. Weather was somewhat a factor in the NFC Championship game, where Caleb Williams threw one of the most unbelievable passes I've ever seen.
I did watch that. That was incredible.
You got to give, for every bad thing they said about Caleb Williams, look where he had them.
No, they should have won that game.
And Caleb Williams is someone, if you were out there collecting cards, with everything that he did in the playoffs, my God, this kid.
He's lived up to the hype.
Really has.
Yeah.
I didn't believe in Jaden Daniels and quarterbacks before him that had runs like this. Chicago with Ben Johnson, this is a team on the rise, which is why it gives me a lot of difficulty picking this game, because I want to take the Rams. I also don't want to hear showrunner Adam's mouth at all about this. So I'm going with Seattle, rooting really hard that Adam has a horrible weekend and gets a ton of snow that I'm not going to help him pull out of.
Well, don't get me wrong. I'm with you.
I'm going with Seattle.
I'm with everything you just said, but I'm leaving it up to the coin. So we're going heads Rams, tails Seahawks. Came up tails Seahawks, so we're on the same.
So we're on the same page,
okay.
And neither of us are helping Adam plow snow. 46 is the over.
I'm taking the over again.
The over on that.
That seems light.
Okay, let me just do a quick thing right now.
Sure.
I know this is going to be taped. We're taping it on Friday. Tomorrow is Pirate Fest. They have just drawn back an hour. They've cut off an hour of Pirate Fest. So, guys, it's going to end at 5 o'clock tomorrow instead of 6 because of the impending end of the world with the snowstorm. And some bad news for you guys if you're planning to go to Pirate Fest. I've already had customers in here today buying cards to get autographed. Paul Skeens will be in New York City to accept the Cy Young. Bubba Chandler will not be there as well. He is closing on a house. And Connor Griffin will not be there as well. He's on his honeymoon.
So what's Reynolds getting for breakfast? I mean, you seem to have the inside on all this.
I did my research on this, but Pirate Fest, I would have loved to have gone, but the regulars are all going to be there.
I liked when they traveled.
You could lose some of the players due to the snowstorms not being able to fly in.
That used to stop here, didn't it?
It was called the Caravan at that point.
but I think it would come here, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was when it was split up into 4 different groups on buses, and they would go to, they would designate like
Sheraton
2 malls to go to.
They'd come here, yeah.
So that's fun. I just wanted to get that out of the way with the Pirate Fest convention to give you an update on that.
So just in case we are snowed in, I see the Olympics kick off.
February 6th.
Oh.
Not this weekend, the following weekend. And what I didn't know recently is Salt Lake City has the Winter Olympics coming up in 2034. So we will get an Olympics here in America. If the Stellar Show is still here, we'll probably be big by then if that's the case.
Yeah, right?
Might see me on the ski jump thing.
You can have my share. You know what? We'll see.
So let's shift gears and get away from the nonsense of the board behind us. Let's discuss the Steelers.
Yeah, speaking of Steelers, I got some fun mail day here.
There we go.
Yeah, my buddy, Mean Dean. We got a pair.
And we're back.
These here are from Mr. Frazier, who was
oh, nice.
Yeah, who was on the show this past year. Yeah, got a nice, got a Minka Fitzpatrick autographed picture in there too. So, always a pleasure to do business with you, Dean.
What's Frazier, about 300?
Yeah, I would assume he's big. I ain't messing with
Size
him.
42s.
Hey, plus he was a wrestler.
You don't mess with wrestlers. No. In the open market, what would these be worth?
Nah, we'll find out because they might go on eBay.
Nice.
Or maybe we'll put them on a hanger and see what someone's willing to spend here.
If you guys are going to card shows, keep in mind he does show up at card shows. Ken proved that show a couple months ago.
Yeah, and and you know what? And he's very approachable afterwards. I watched him walk around, actually buying stuff for himself as a after he did his thing, he went and did some nice. Go back and look, or you know what? If we get snowed in, we might relive that next week.
That was an awesome episode.
Yeah.
This was taken by the Steelers team photographer. I see
Most
on the
likely,
bottom.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what the
Ain't messing around there.
The authentication is from that.
And the signature as well.
So who are the Steelers looking at currently from your inside sources? It's not Russ Grimm.
Yeah, but you know what? You'd see an improvement on the offensive line if it was.
Where do you think they're going?
Mario Cristobal's name popped up. I don't understand. Like, what's going on with Cignetti? Why? Like, what is he? Did he shut everything off or what?
There was an interview he did prior to the national championship game that you can take any way you want to. But his thought was, I'm a college football coach. My chance of being a pro coach, some team turned him down, is what was the gist of the interview. And he said, I'm a college guy and that's it. So Cignetti's out of the play. I don't know if that was a dodge that was set up so that he could focus on the national championship game, which congratulations to the Hoosiers.
Absolutely.
That was a tremendous football game to watch.
That was, they earned that.
They were playing for it.
That's 3 years in a row for the Big Ten, and the SEC, I don't know, have you seen anything for them?
No.
They're good at grabbing money, and then they disappear after they get paid, so that's all I see.
But getting back to the Steelers head coaching thing, the names are everywhere. It seems like it's a mess. Do you remember back to the Russ Grimm, Mike Tomlin mess?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just
Was this similar to that?
Well, you hear McCarthy because they want to get Aaron Rodgers back in the door, but do you give this guy a 5-year contract to get one more year out of Aaron Rodgers? I say no. I mean, I'd love to have Aaron Rodgers back, but not if it means sacrificing 4 years because, I'm sorry, I don't think this guy, McCarthy's...
To put this into a perspective, if you bring Aaron Rodgers back, the Steelers have it written down here somewhere, the Steelers have $54 million in cap space. That's without Aaron Rodgers, that's without Kyle Duggar, that's without Sayamalu, and there's Jabril Peppers is on that list. You're going to have to shop for a wide receiver. Now, when you look at the free agent listings right now,
or draft one high.
We've had so much success with doing that and them being normal. When you look at trying to fix this with free agency, Juwan Jennings, who is basically the second or third receiver in San Francisco, is probably the guy who would fit the most. His market value is $22 million. Nah. So you're not fixing it in free agency.
I'm moving up and grabbing one of these receivers out of Ohio State. If you bring
Brandon
Rodgers.
Tate, maybe.
Yeah,
he's projected in the top 10.
Hey, you know what? You got to make that move at some point. You got 12 picks this year. Package some of them together and move up.
There's something interesting I'm going to bring up. Cam Hayward has a roster bonus coming that is like $19 million. What is that?
That's a good question. I'll tell you what, he's got a good agent.
Is that the money from the salary cap last year?
I don't know.
That they set aside and are giving him?
Maybe that's
February 13th or something along those lines. There's a roster bonus to be paid to Cam Hayward.
Unless they renegotiate that.
That's crazy.
Keep your money.
So I don't know how Omar Khan's got an enormous job in front of him trying to pick out the Steelers' new head coach. He's got an even bigger job creating a roster that would get Aaron Rodgers to come back. Where do you go? Daniel Jones is really the only free agent quarterback available. He's going to cost $25
what are you talking about?
You're better off taking Aaron Rodgers at that point.
Look at Mason Rudolph and Will Howard.
Mason Rudolph's a curtain jerker. All he does is runs practices. There's nothing there.
No, and honestly, I'm not really sold on any of these quarterbacks coming out this year that I would go all in on. I would I would consider Willis and or Jones. I wouldn't make a big commitment to them. I'd give them like a 1 or 2 year deal, similar to what
Malik Willis is going to, with the problems with the quarterbacks in the league. You know, Russell Wilson's cap value was like $11 million last year. Do you pay that much to Malik Willis if you can get him for that much?
If you can get him for that much, I would. I mean, if you don't have Rodgers coming back, I'd make that move.
There's got to be a better place somewhere.
Kenny
Kyler Murray?
Pickett's probably going to be available.
Oh, of course, $700,000 a year. Yeah, he can carry luggage for that price.
I'll do it for half.
So, you're in the same boat I am. The Steelers just really don't have a plan right now.
Well, I mean, until they got a coach, it's hard to say what the
That's
plan is.
what I mean with the plan.
Yeah.
They're,
I mean, so who do you think the coach is at the moment? I mean, I feel like there were smoke screens out there because if you remember, bless you.
Go ahead.
Again, it was going to be Russ Gray and it was going to be Wizard.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah,
you that.
And then out of nowhere, no one knew anything about Mike Tomlin. Now, granted, I feel it worked out at least initially. I mean, they got what they needed those first 5 to 10 years, and then it seemed like the inmates took over the asylum around 2014. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, like between Ben and now Watt and Hayward, it just seems like.
Well, with the fans chanting the fire Tomlin things, I think
you're welcome.
That played a lot into the final verdict on that situation, which coming about April 6th, the sell the team chants. Those chants were. I was chanting that back last Monday, and everyone's you sell the teams at the wrong owner. I'm sorry. Right now, I think if the Steelers don't fix this, maybe they're the ones that need to sell the team. Yeah, getting into that a little bit. The Pirates right now have spent a good bit of money. They're up to $133 million for this upcoming season, and they're going to pay a little bit of a luxury tax for the first time. Check out Spot Track on that one. And right now, we are 24 days away from pitchers and catchers.
All right.
That's not bad at all.
So, what do you got, man? What's going on here with this program?
Oh, good. Customer came in, had a death in the family. They were rooting through some of the stuff and found an old semi-pro from 1947 football. What would you call that? Barnstorming league?
I don't know. There was a couple different names for them, and those are fun to go back and look at some of the names because especially when it's local, you'll go digging through those, and you might see relatives or people you know of from towns, relatives.
In 47, this has to be almost great-grandfathers
at this point.
At that point. So some of the families that are mentioned in here, the Peg family, Bertovich, Sindrich, Campbell, Bozak, Moore, Bertovich. Yeah, so if any of you guys have that last name, you can stop up here and take a look at that. Some of the businesses in here that it's mostly advertising sponsorships. And like Corner Sandwich Shop, Hockey Funeral Home, which is still out by Sylvan Heights. These are just really neat things to look at as far as the program. And this wasn't professional football. This was semi-pro football.
Yeah, and I told you, one of my favorites I like as far as leagues like this, actually, Johnny Unitas. That's what he was playing in a league like this at one point.
That's right.
Yeah. He might have been the same league, the Pittsburgh Colts. And then also...
Dice's Sporting Goods is in here. That was something from my generation.
And then you also have, like I told you, Wheeling, when I'm down there, whatever team that was, John Amos played on.
Oh, yeah, good times. Speaking of Johnny Unitas, here is a high school football program with Johnny Unitas on it from Fairchance Georges versus Belmar High School, which I believe Belmar is Bell Vernon.
It might be. I'm not sure. I know Ross Shaver, Bell Vernon.
But to see Johnny Unitas on a high school football doing the Royal Crown pop.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's here in the store as well.
All right, man. So what's WBC down there? The World Baseball Classic?
Yeah, the World Baseball Classic is coming up on March 6th. Here's one to get into. I love the World Baseball Classic. I can't wait for that. The American lineup is absolutely loaded. We'll get into that as closer it comes.
I assume Skeens is the ace, right?
Yes.
Has to be, yeah.
I think Zach Wheeler's on the team. Tarek Subel, Detroit's on there. But let's discuss this one for a second. And I know no one cares, but I do. The Baseball Hall of Fame just put in Jeff Kent on the old timers list, which after you fail for 10 years, you get the chance to go in the old timers list.
Huh.
Andrew Jones and Carlos Beltran were the two that were inducted in. The two that should have been put in are Alex Rodriguez and Manny Ramirez. How do you feel about the Hall of Fame? Do you even care?
No, I quit caring a long time ago.
Because to me,
like
that
Dale
is
Murphy's not in.
insanity. But he'll probably get in on the Veterans Committee in a couple of years. But the voting was Carlos Beltran received 84% of the votes with 353 votes. Andrew Jones, 338. But Edward Encarnacion, in his first time there, this is the point I'm belaboring to make, only received 6 votes.
Yeah.
He has better numbers than all 3 of those guys.
I'm sorry.
So these guys aren't watching the game who
clearly
are voting
And
this
you know
in.
what? I'm going to throw
That's
out
what I
some
wanted
names.
to call
the
out.
The fact that I know a few years ago everyone was upset that Derek Jeter didn't get 100% of the vote. I'm sorry. Cal Ripken Jr. did not get 100%. Ken Griffey Jr. did not get 100%. Ted Williams did not get 100%. When I could go on and on. So
keep going.
If you had a chance to vote for the Hall of Fame and you did not vote for those names I just dropped on there, you should have been removed from the committee.
I agree with that 100%. And you should all take a look at Edward Encarnacion's statistics because they are better. And if Andrew Jones makes it, and you use the argument that Andrew Jones deserves in the Hall of Fame because he was the greatest defensive outfielder of all time, Andy Van Slyke should be in the Hall of Fame.
Kenny Lofton should be in.
They're even better.
Yeah,
even better.
Kenny Lofton should be in before some of them.
You guys, again, if you want to run, as I said earlier, the greatest memorabilia shop in the world, call it that. This isn't a Hall of Fame anymore. It's not even a Hall of Very Good. Yes.
Yeah, it's a museum.
It's the most frustrating thing to see this
Jeff
happen.
Kent's in before some of these, like Will Clark. There's another one that's been.
It's just not any fun anymore. So if you want to have a fanatic celebration and try to sell memorabilia, just call it that.
And I'll be honest with you,
they should take the National Card Show and just put it there.
That or I think where baseball hurts itself too with this, they should move that right like the NFL does. Do it before the season starts. Because you do it in the middle of July, it seems like no one cares.
Plus, Cooperstown is a really hard town to get to.
That's what I hear. I've never made the trip.
It's not easy.
All right. So, don't forget, what do we got?
What's Rick
Fridays.
York River Brewing.
York River Brewing. Just punch me. Just punch me. York River Brewing. Friday nights. Check out DJ Rick. As always, check out Rise Wrestling. What do you got going on here in the shop, sir?
I'm just getting ready to get the gas in the GMC, and I'm going to be delivering pizzas at $50 a pop during the snowstorm.
Okay.
That's all I got going on.
And while you're
right
out
now.
there, maybe pick up some of your card show signs.
Man, I've been hoping these become collector's items and people will start taking them down for me. It just hasn't gotten there
Look,
yet.
I mean, I thought about pulling over and grabbing the one, but that just required too much effort.
See why I'm not doing it?
We need to wrap this up, or we...
We got 5 minutes.
Oh, you got a few minutes there? So what else is going on, sir? Before
Let me find something else to complain about right now. Here's something that's bothering me that I'd like to get off my chest. Mike Trout's a rookie. Sells comped at $200 raw.
Which
PSA
rookie?
10. We're doing base rookies from Tops. Flagship rookies. So Trout is selling for $2.5. Ohtani is selling for $75. Aaron Judge is selling for $33.
That's
Why?
a crime. That's a crime right there. Aaron Judge.
It is the most maddening thing in the world. If I were to ask you this question, it gives away the answer, but the age of Mike Trout is, how old is he?
Oh, let's do some math here. He's got to be between 34 and 36.
He's 33 years old.
Is he? Okay.
How old is Aaron Judge?
Probably, I'm guessing, let's do the math here. He's got to be 28, 29.
33.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ohtani is how old?
31?
30.
Okay.
Okay, so Ohtani's been in the league 8 years, Trout's been in the league 15 years, and Judge has been in the league 10 years. Right now, Trout has 404 home runs, Judge has 368 home runs, Ohtani has 280 home runs. Why is Trout's card still so expensive?
I'm not buying them. Don't ask me.
This is the part where we actually talk some collectability
Oh,
from
yeah,
the
yeah,
store.
yeah,
So
fair enough.
that's why I was holding off on this.
No, you're good.
But now here's something fascinating. Trout is 33 years
I'm
old.
more interested in that Bettis Hot Wheels card over there than I am any of that Mike Trout nonsense.
Mike Trout has 1,754 hits.
Yeah.
Is there any chance he gets to 3,000? Because 3,000 is going to become a marker over the years. There's your Bettis thing.
Yeah. But no, I don't think he's getting to 3K.
There's not going to be anybody with.
He's gonna have to wait. Go ahead.
There's not going to be anyone coming down the line who's going to threaten 3,000 hits in the same way no one in baseball is going to threaten 300 wins.
Skeens gets in the right place.
41-3.
But
Go back to that from last week.
He'll be a 20 game a year winner at some point.
If he gets to the right team.
Yeah.
Did you see the haul that Mackenzie Gore got? It's like 4 minor leaguers. If the Pirates would trade Skeens right now, they could probably get 10.
Oh.
And the Pirates right now have the 5th overall rated minor league system.
They got the top prospect in Griffin, so.
Yeah, you think he plays this year?
I think so. If he's not on the opening day lineup, he'll be there June 1st or whenever the June call-up starts.
Probably the biggest Pirate news this offseason is Nick Gonzalez has changed his number to 3.
Oh, cool.
That's exciting.
Oh, you know what? I'll tell you what is exciting is I got to get back to my honorable duties here. And before I do that, I'm going to pitch to Rise Wrestling.